I give up at, like, the first chance.
Do you ever dream of sandbags?
So that future generations can see how annoying Andrew is.
They sucked his brains out.
The impulse to say fuck you to Josh.
Because you know this whole thing was just organized to stroke egos.
Come to you live from New York. Well, here we are for game 2. It's 1-0 in favor of Josh. Ian has predicted his gun points.
Section ready.
Very predictable. He sees America as the lesser country. In fact, we frequently hear him refer to America as just one of those colonies.
All right, are we ready for this game? Now, what's really interesting is to see where Ian is going to put that truck.
Well, he's
Or
his first infantry section, and then let's see what
pump
he does.
up the jams, pump it up.
You know, I think Parker, you just made a connection in my brain happen, which now makes me understand why Ian truly plays the Brits. It's not about his hatred of America and freedom. It's because he was the originator of the game Hard Truck 2 back in elementary school. And so he's carrying on the Hard Truck 2 mantra of having an army that is based specifically around logistics and shipping.
Wow, this is gotten further again.
It always does.
I think Ian just likes large vehicles, and that's where the British really do it for him.
Yeah, those big old trucks, those big old defenseless trucks.
Well, what's it looking like over
There's a
on Josh's
victory
side?
point for us, and we're gonna take it. Target is ours.
Josh is of course going the Wehrmacht because they're better, because he wants to be the master race. He's doing a pretty typical two engineers and Wehrmacht quarters start. He's got a Volksgrenadier squad and a machine gun. So far, there's absolutely nothing out of the ordinary with his start.
He's making his HQ truck mobile for the first time. He's pumped out an infantry section and lieutenant. Figure he'll probably put it on the fuel spot. The
Command lorry
fuel
moving.
spot is also an option. Or is he looking to put it all the way forward on the southern
Ready for your orders.
Interesting.
That would be an interesting play.
I think that's where he's going with
That seems really risky.
it. It does.
Oi,
It's-
There's a lot of vulnerabilities in the south there.
You got to risk it for the biscuit in this case, though. He's got a 1-0 deficit to come back from, so
Shut your gobs and listen.
I think I agree with
Yeah,
it.
he does.
For us, and we're gonna take it.
I don't know, I think this is going to turn out pretty badly for him. There's a lot of exposure on the south side of that CP. If that's where he actually sends the truck, I think that's going to be an issue for him.
Well, you know,
Now,
maybe what
he's
he thinks
probably
should
doing, I'm going to bet, yeah, it's the Simois pinch, right? He's preemptively trying to avoid being trapped in his base.
Supply lines are being threatened.
So it's definitely reactionary. I don't know if that probably doesn't make it a good move. In fact, I think it's still not a good move. And he's so far, he's got so much less map control than Josh. He's already suffering on income comparatively.
And he still really has only 2 exits from that position once he moves, either north or to the west. So he's really still within a pinch situation. He's just got to get pretty far north before he can get around that canal.
Yeah. Well, as you can see with that machine gun in that house, yeah. Oh.
Outfit's ready for
Oh man. Even with his moved base, he's still kind of pinned there, yeah.
Wow, they can even fire across the river too. That is going to be hard.
Capture pushing to target now. Alright then. Listen up, you fucking wankers.
We'll have them back to full strength shortly.
Rifles here, sir. Battalion has us clearing out that area. Ready to move.
And he's going forward. Uh-oh.
Oh shit, that MG is... Oh, Ian doesn't see it. He's not moving for it. That machine gun's not deployed. Oh, Ian finally sees it. And he's running from it. Never mind. And it's now set up so he's going to get pinched if he does it.
Does Josh have that entire northern flank covered though with that 1 MG?
Really does.
Oi, listen up, gents.
Yeah. Ian is still
Just
effective
about,
at defense. Yeah. He's already lost so much time, though. I mean, yeah. I see. Yeah, he's got the designated marksman, which is a good call. That is a wonderful thing to have. See, he's got nowhere to go now. If he loses here, if he loses this engagement here, he has literally nowhere to go. He won't be pinched inside of his base. Josh will be shooting at his base.
But now that he can finally use it, should be able to help his guys move north. If he can get a target, yep, target that MG. There it is. But the MG has already left. Oh, and moved to the other side.
The MG's in the house now, but I mean now he does have the mortar support, so the mortar will come down on that house. He'll be perfectly happy to do that. So on his own.
Wow.
Oh my god. Oh, and his split attention, he's probably going to lose attention for that. He's probably going to lose attention for that lieutenant and get killed by a squad of pioneers if he's distracted.
Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah. He's just abandoning it. Of course, I think the route it's going to take now is he's going to go down the middle. He's going to go through that machine gun fire to try and get back to the
Oh,
base.
no, it is going down the middle.
I put
Oh.
odds on it being killed by the machine gun.
Replacements are mustering now.
Oh, Ian's... Oh, God, that lieutenant's under fire.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Infantry over here.
Oh, he skirted past. So that's some chariot of fire shit right there.
Section.
Oh, yeah.
Oi, listen up, gents.
The Germans are after one of our munitions depots.
Pickle.
Lock and load, gents.
We have a munitions depot.
Man, he's fucked himself because he's left all of his base guns now.
Just got orders to move out.
That is true. I did not think about that.
I'm assuming the British have them, but yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Taking a back fire. Go ahead and send.
So by moving his base like this, he's moved it out of the best possible infantry defense that he could have had for it.
We have a territory cut off from supply.
Yes, and it looks like Josh is making the smart move of taking that artillery point just to the east of Ian, cutting off all that territory Ian tried to get.
It is fair to point out that Ian still has a shitload of time on his hands. He has certainly prevented the loss of that last victory point, which has kept the VP stack pretty even. I don't know if he can come back from the resource differential now, but that's, you know, who knows. Because at this point Josh is making what, 6 times as much fuel as Ian is,
Yikes!
and at least twice as much munitions.
Yeah, his munitions income is 59. What's Ian's munitions income?
Ian's at 26.
Yeah.
Josh is at 26. What, 26 fuel? Is that what it's versus 5? So 5 times more. Right. But he's only doubling Ian's munitions output. But he's got 5 times as much fuel as Ian. That differential is huge. Yeah, Ian's oh shit. Yeah, he should have for sure. Well, and unfortunately with the Brits, he has to rebuild that. He has to rebuild that if he ever wants to build more vehicles in the higher ends of the tech tree. I think, and I may be wrong about that. He does already have the infantry support truck, so that might not be true, but.
We are losing ground.
Josh escalated to
Oh yeah, I mean that's the right move. He's just got so much fuel. By comparison, Ian's only real chance is to get some kind of real AT solution, because that's going to come out of Josh in the next few minutes. That's unavoidable. And if Josh comes out of here with some kind of tank, Ian's gonna have nothing to deal with it.
Ooh. Ian is using that mortar to some devastating effectiveness, but it's not quite enough.
Yeah, unfortunately.
At this point, Ian couldn't even stop a Stug.
Yes, sir.
What? I see. Josh is building a Comcross Center instead of the Stug Armory.
Building orders received.
I would wonder. I would lay odds actually on Josh skipping Tech 3 altogether,
Yeah,
going straight for the Panzer Command.
yeah. I mean, because Josh knows that Ian's only hope is the field support truck.
Yeah. Yeah, and Ian just has no capacity to put out light vehicles at the moment.
We're losing territory.
You need any construction?
Yep, there goes the Panzer Command.
It is impressive, though, that the score is still 405 to 470, considering
This has been going on all the time.
that Ian's only been holding that one victory point.
Oh wow, Ian actually took the fuel next to Josh. He's actually doing the successful harass over there. I think to be fair, one of the things that Ian has certainly bought himself by putting his base here and having the inability to retreat there, but more importantly the ability to reinforce units there, is that he has successfully secured himself the bottom victory point. And so far, he's been able to resist attacks on it. That's true.
So I think that that's kind of been mitigated pretty successfully.
I'm sorry, did you say the med bunker can also reinforce?
I didn't know that either.
As if it's
but
a
I
half
saw
track?
Josh doing it earlier.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that.
There's a lot more incentive to do that in the future. I guess the Americans? The Americans can't do that. I assume. I've never seen that. I'm gonna have to check that. Damn, I never need to build a half track as Germany again.
Your tracks are forward. HQ.
What was that, Janky? Say that again.
Pretty sure for the Americans it's either a predator forward, shooting forward, just going out the field.
Right.
Yeah. It makes me wonder if the American. I really want to go look at like someone's. I'm sure someone has a list of the costs for everything, and I want to go look at some of this stuff. Because like one of the things that I've certainly. Yeah. Oh wow. Then Ian's gonna be totally screwed by it. I'm surprised that that mortar's not doing more work against those grenadiers. Josh is not doing a good job of keeping his blocks separated. He's very susceptible to artillery right now, and yet the mortar's still not killing him. It's not shooting at the right places. But he's got multiple squads of grenadiers all in the same place. Yeah.
Around a little bit. He's not just keeping them sitting.
That's true. That is really important.
We have improved line of sight.
Man. Yeah. When it's, I know like Josh and I have done some experiments with this before. It's almost never, with the grenadiers, it's almost never worth it to get the heavy, like the light machine gun. It's almost never worth it to get the I don't know, it's not an MG42, but it's like one of the special upgrades is a machine gun of some sort, kind of equivalent to the bar. And in our experimentation, it's never been worth it over getting Panzer strikes.
Have any of them seen it come out of the inside though?
No, I have not.
No, not yet.
Does he have the tank?
Just started a anti-tank emplacement.
He's building a third.
Oh, wow.
I can't tell. That's
Ian's-
another MG
Fuck
nest
it,
in the
that's
south. A third one. Oh,
No, in the south, that's an AT emplacement.
oh, that's
Dollars
good.
to
Maybe
donuts,
we'll be able to
that's
take
an
out
AT.
this Ostwind before
No,
completely
before it
destroys
kills both of
space.
his mortars.
Oh,
man,
no.
he gave up a heavy machine
Oh.
gun. Or a light
Oh.
machine gun or something. Oh man. 50-50 odds, says Ian. GG's right about here.
Well, I think he wants to see if he can take out that Ostwind first.
Oh, he did.
Wow!
He did.
What a hit.
Switch back over to
Yeah, that's a big AT emplacement, and his engineers, Ian Sappers, have a Piot now, so he's at least equipped to deal with some kind of AT. Of course, the problem he's going to experience now is that he spent a whole ton of money on a fixed gun emplacement, and so as he pushes forward, he's not going to be able to do anything about Ostwinds that are not attacking his base directly. So he's still kind of screwed in that regard.
One thing he's
Swing those purses like you mean, boys. Move out.
Get behind the wall. On the outside.
Just point the
Scott
not gonna
is
build
right now. Those look like.
That's true.
Actually managed to sneak to capture that from behind.
Yeah.
An ammo storage facility is being overrun.
That would be this is going to be a long game. If Ian continues to successfully do that, then this is
section reporting.
This is going to end with like 100 and 100 and like 50 VPs or something like that.
Sorted out and ready to go. Ian right now, but I suspect that Josh is sitting with Osmond over there as we speak.
There's nothing headed over there. He's about to change that. He's just now sent stuff over there. But there's a pretty good delay on it.
Supply lines are broken. We have a territory cut off from supply.
VP bleed a little bit. We'll see how long that lasts. He still is going to need to put more successful pressure on the center.
Battalion has provided
I'm actually
frontline troops with
kind
radio
of surprised.
triangulation equipment.
I'm actually really surprised how few units Ian has had and how he's been able to avoid having that front base destroyed. I might have been wrong about that move.
Ready for action.
Yeah, I mean,
It is worth noting, of course, that infantry sections are tougher than regular infantry squads from any other division. Infantry sections from the Brits, particularly if there's a lieutenant or a captain in the area, they're considerably stronger than most infantry in the game.
Oh, and another Ostwind from Josh.
Germans are assaulting one of our
Egan's the lighter, which is how he managed to turn back fire, I believe. So that's
supply
another
lines are
pickup
broken.
that'll kind of help him get full impinge on his base possible.
right. You had it about.
There is cut forward supply lines.
Yeah, I think that's one of the unfortunate disadvantages of the British in general is that almost all of their good stuff is a fixed emplacement.
Yeah, I mean, Ian's only got a hold of.
We'll have them back to full strength shortly.
Territories right now. He's been pushed back completely.
Swing those purses like you mean it, boys.
And
Yeah, it
despite,
looks like,
I mean,
with
you got
all
to be
these-
fair, despite not having any strong base defenses of any kind, I mean, not having the machine guns you start out with, having no default base defenses, he's still not dead yet, which is really surprising.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
And the problem with these strong fixed emplacements, though, is that it's at this point really just going to lead Ian to a slow, prolonged death by VPs.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's only 100 point
Yeah.
difference.
Sir, sapper not right. Preparing now.
No,
Yeah, we should say the
there's no
score,
doubt this
since
is
that's
gonna,
kind of
there's
hard
no
to
doubt
see in the
this is going to
replays.
be a slow, drawn-out game.
Sapper's ready for order. Let's go pick us up.
330 Ian to 435 Josh. What are you saying about all these games?
Good to go.
Is that because you lose?
Yes. It's quite depressing when I spend 35 minutes in a game knowing the outcome even before it begins. And then finally I lose and I say, well, I knew that was coming, and yet I still stayed. So many dead men. Oh, that Ostwind is wrecking Ian's shit.
Oh, one shot and he killed that Ostwind.
Wow.
My God. I mean, to be fair is fair. The British defenses are incredibly tough.
Oh. Oh man.
That's gonna take out that big AT gun, and then that Osman is gonna operate with impunity. Holy shit. Oh well, there is that PI. There is that Sabrin PI, but holy shit. I think that was all of Ian's.
Wow, that was huge.
Ian, I'm hoping Ian scrolls down. I'm pretty sure that was all of his base defenses. That was the big AT gun. That was the mortar.
Looks like the AT gun is
Oh. Man, if there was just a little bit of extra gear, if Josh had just a little bit of extra goop, he could take it out right
here we see
now.
Ian trying to defy the Geneva Convention, killing the medics, as is intelligence.
Oh, and Ian's just rebuilding the same base defenses. I mean, he knows what this is going to result in. He knows that like another firestorm, another rocket barrage like that is going to destroy it. And he's just building it up again.
Henry, let's get back into another Fordian analysis. Why do we fight? Why does Ian continue to fight? Continue to build the same emplacements?
Ian wants to return to the war.
Ready to fill the
This is why he fights.
So okay, so there's a wonderful book called the Origins of War and Child Abuse by Lloyd DeMoss. You should probably read it if you want to understand why we fight and also be incredibly depressed.
Does it talk about alpha males and beta males, Andrew?
Probably a little bit. It does not talk about
unfortunate. Ooh, yikes.
Grid registered. Smoke rounds inbound.
Oh, and that Osman's gonna destroy the infantry support truck. I think you already saw that. Damn, that's gonna. God, Ian's fucked on that one.
That is both hilarious and painful to watch.
Yes, sir. Get team ready. Alright, this is not
God, it's just sitting there.
Yeah, it's got no defenses. You didn't even bother to try to move it.
It's painful to watch.
Yeah. That means no more sappers from Ian. It means no more Piats, which means he's got no chance of pushing forward.
Ready to sell.
I'm actually curious. I think that means. I actually think if he doesn't have that infantry support truck, I'm not totally sure how the Brute Tech tree works, but I'm pretty sure without it, he won't be able to build another big AT gun in his base.
Your armor support is on final approach.
With a tank? A Stuart, though. Or a Tetrarch? This is again where I don't really understand the British tech tree. He's got a light tank coming out there. I think it's very fast. We'll say that about it. He's gonna get a rear armor hit. Yeah, it's not a very tough tank. And it's not going to be two Ospins. I mean, it's doing pretty well against the one, but there are two of them there. So there's no way he wins. Yeah, he's fucked on that one.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not even going to get home. Oh. And it would have won if it had come up behind that one Ostwin and just had to fight the one. It probably would have done the job, but god damn. Apparently Ian can manufacture more Tetrarchs from that one glider, though. I think I just saw that in the
I
video.
think it might be out of territory, though. Because he's cut off from his main base there along the road.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Well, we did
true.
take out the infantry glider earlier.
Take cover, fly twos, go!
More glider units could come out of it.
Germans are trying to seize one of our strategic locations.
That is interesting that you can continue to produce units from the glider. That's curious, to say the least.
Squad ready to
I'm learning so much about the Brits tonight.
Supply lines are
Say that one more time?
territory out
Oh, it's a pretty big glider, to be fair.
Yeah, the other squads were just hanging out when it first landed. They weren't doing anything. They were just waiting for marching orders and bread.
Section here, sir.
Yeah, I mean,
Pack
this
your
has
growlies,
remained
we're on the move.
essentially
Yes, sir.
unchanged for the last 10, 15 minutes or
Ready
so.
to receive message.
Yep. This might even be a 60. This might be a 60-minute game. Oh that's gonna blow right through any base defense. Oh, it's already out. Yeah, it's already in the front. That's gonna blow through any base defenses Ian's got. There's that one big AT gun, but if Josh can get up close to it and call in that rocket barrage again, he knows for a fact that it'll destroy the big AT gun. So it's, I mean, he can take it right here. Just sacrifice one of those Ostwinds to get the rocket barrage, and then the other Ostwind and the Panzer go in, and he's probably done. I mean, that's. I don't think you recover from that.
Props to Ian though for lasting this long, much longer than I think anyone really gave him credit for.
Ready the Piet.
Listen up, boys are ready. Wankers. Moving now. Section ready.
I stick by my earlier points that losing that Schwimmenwagen in the last game is what really demoralized Ian and spelled victory and defeat for him.
Just have a good answer to the Greyhounds for a long time after he lost that.
Ready to copy your.
Mortar emplacement complete.
Looks like the Ostwinds are going north to take out the.
Just tell us what to do, sir.
Sapper Piet team at the ready.
It's one of the Ostwinds.
Listen up, you fucking wankers. Corporal Elliot. This is it, just make it snappy, lads.
Truck coming out. But it does look like Josh is in the center in preparation for a big attack.
And Josh is sending Ostwind to go deal with that glider that produces Tetrarchs.
There it is.
I can't hurt that.
That commando section is going to get ripped. Commando lived, man. Commando still has one guy in it, but yeah, it's still a lot of manpower to rebuild it.
Move over there, gents.
Shut your knobs and listen.
One of Josh's Ostwinds is just killing Ian's primary base defenses from the kicks of it.
At this point, Josh wants to win by annihilation.
It's taken a long time. I mean, he lost a whole.
Listen up, move the
Replacements are mustering now.
Ready to move.
One of my questions is though, can that Ostwind hit Ian's base from across the river on the east side?
On the east side? No, on the east side he'll lose. Because the east side is the side that Ian's got that big that fixed ATM placement set up.
No, Ian has that AT gun on the west side of his base.
Yeah, because there's that.
Or rather, southwest
I see what you're saying, I see what you're saying. Apparently I don't know cardinal directions. Yeah.
At least you can admit it, Andrew.
I mean, I think Josh, you know, if I were Josh right now, I'd still just take it with that rocket barrage. He's got more than enough munitions to afford it. If he just moves up, takes a sacrifice on what that AT gun is going to do to one of his Ostwinds, and then drops that rocket barrage. The AT gun's out of play, and he operates with impunity after that.
See, I don't think Josh wants to win that way.
You think he wants it to be
I think he wants to do this without.
Possible?
I think he wants to do it without a rocket barrage.
Forward supply lines.
Or rather, use the rocket barrage at the very last second, knowing that there are two different ways that he could have beaten Ian. Again, this tournament is all about stroking egos.
Right, yeah. He's now a cat, and he's just playing with Ian like Ian's a little mouse, like on a string.
Yes.
I don't know, Andrew. I'd give Josh a little bit.
To it. All right, go ahead.
I don't.
No. I mean, let's remember who is the most zealous about having this tournament.
I think I'm scared of moving into Ian's base because what happened last time was pretty.
Munitions depot is being overrun.
It was incredible. That's true.
We see an attack before Ian GG's just because I kind of want to see everything go to hell, but.
Yeah, I do too. But you're right. He did lose a shitload that last time he tried to push on the base. The problem, of course, is that he's now. I don't know. I mean, this is something you sort of have to treat like an infection, right? Like, cut the limb off before like it spreads. Like, the longer he waits to make a push on that base, the more costly it's going to be when he does it.
Well,
again, the question: why is Josh just sitting there? He's building mines around around the points. What kind of monster are we witnessing here?
He might just be dicking with Ian. I mean, there's no, I don't think it's. There's no other explanation anymore. He's just trying to fuck with Ian at this point.
What does Ian's base look like right now? Does he have an AT gun up?
Ian's base has an AT gun up. He's got a Tetrarch and some infantry, some split trenches for his infantry.
NCO's reporting they have destroyed a German target.
Ian's base is super susceptible to artillery right now. Artillery which Josh has and knows works.
Oh my God! Josh is building mines around the off-map infantry column location.
Oh God!
What?
Oh man, that's
what?
Holy
what
shit! That
kind
is
of
an incredible
person
dick
does
move.
this?
That is.
I think we're really seeing into the psyche of Josh at this point.
Yeah, he's really gone for being a huge dick. A long time, man. A long time. Yeah, at least a decade.
That's effectively gonna be in the tech.
Yeah, oh,
man, hits the
Ian is
building.
lucky that that Panzer took forever to set up.
Oh, and there's artillery coming in on it now.
Now let's see if he can back up faster than they can go forward.
He's not even trying to back up? Oh, that was a fake?
Yeah, he was the second one.
Oh.
Now, okay, so is Josh just a suicidal maniac? Or did he actually correctly guess that it was fake artillery?
On approach, stand by.
Take cover inside! We're good to go! Ready for action!
Alright, if you'll give him the benefit of the doubt, I will. I'm not saying he's not a suicidal maniac, I'm just saying in this instance. Yeah.
Oh,
now he's actually
Josh
moving. That's real artillery, and he recognizes
real
that.
artillery. Wow. And keeps a single. Well, all right. Someone got injured back there. I guess that's one letter home.
Your replacements are mustering.
Ready for action.
One of those marching orders received.
Section has
Reinforcing.
ready for orders.
Jesus.
38 total. I mean, that's devastating for British players.
Wow.
Really
Section, look sharp.
Yeah, those things are doing some work there. The Austrians are putting some real work in.
Honestly, I did not know that.
Replacements are mustering now.
I didn't know that Josh loves Company of Heroes this much. To just sit back and have Ian attack him again and again, and not even show Ian half the units that he has. Josh just wants to keep playing that badly. I think it's an addiction.
Guys,
I think Josh
something
needs help.
weird. Yeah, we've known that for a long time. This is just like reaffirmation of it. He has a sick mind. Yeah, the Tetrarch is a paper tiger. That's there's no way it stands up to a Panther, even an unvetted Panther. Oh, which it's not. It has a machine gun in the top, so he's got some veterancy on his Panther and his tank. So that's not even close to being a fair fight.
We're down to 100 points. Strict countermeasures must be
Wait a
adopted.
Maybe Josh is actually.
His tank around.
What is going on? Did he send the Tetrarch to Josh's base? He's attacking Josh's base!
Yep.
Huh, I've lost Ian's speed.
Yeah, I've lost Josh's sound somehow.
Oh, here it comes.
Back.
Back up.
Tetrarch goes down by the second.
Man, I want to see Josh actually move in. Oh, is he moving in now? There's
Yep,
only
looks like
80 VPs left. Yeah, here it comes.
I don't know.
He's blobbing pretty hard though. Gotta be careful with that shit. Maybe he just wants suicide. Oh, there he goes. Now he's got that rocket barrage in on the AT gun. Yeah, that'll take the AT out, and then this is done. Yeah.
Josh kills his own Ostwind. And down goes Ian.
Yeah, and Ian, GG's.
And again, it's not played for Josh.
Game's still going. Josh says,
Oh man.
Oh man.
Let's see if we can get some after game commentary from the combatants.
These two in here.
The problem with that kill count, it looked to be about 140 to 70 there. It was a little skewed because Josh killed quite a few of his own men.
My God, how are your nerves, Josh? You've just defended your honor and your reputation. How are your nerves?
God. I hate the British. I hate them so much. Even 2 rocket barrages wasn't enough to satisfy my bloodlust.
Well, so why did you wait so long after the first one? Your first rocket barrage killed his AT.